You're appearing here today.
By special appearance.
I understand what you're doing and what you're trying to do. It's not going to help you a single bit in court to try to play these games.
And child subject matter jurisdiction, born on record.
Okay, what does that mean?
Overstand.
You're just determined to use different words and be difficult, aren't you? Good morning. Are you Nasir Brown?
I'm not here today on special appearance.
I'm sorry. Speak up so I can hear you.
Here today.
You're appearing here today.
By special appearance.
Okay, what is your name?
I'm a third party intervener on behalf of artificial legal entity, Nasir Brown.
Okay. At one point in your at some point in your life prior to being this third party, were you Nasir Brown?
No.
You're not him.
I'm a third party intervener.
So here's the thing. If you don't tell me your name, I'm going to put you in custody for not cooperating this morning. I'm not going to, hold on. I understand what you're doing and what you're trying to do. It's not going to help you a single bit in court to try to play these games.
That's relative.
So are you Nasir Lewis Brown, or have you been him at some point in your life or not?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm going to call you by Mr. Brown because I'm not going to say all the words that you just said, because you have now identified yourself as Nasir Lewis Brown. And so, Mr. Brown, this is your initial appearance, and you have two cases. And cause number 26, I just asked you not to speak over me. So here's the thing, Mr. Brown. I'm going to be very patient.
And at the child subject matter jurisdiction, born on record.
Your challenge of the subject matter jurisdiction is overruled. Let me go through what I need to go through, okay? So this is your initial appearance, your first day in court. I'm required to go through what you're charged with by indictment. In cause number 26, DCCR 0322, you're charged with a third-degree felony offense of assault family violence by impeding breath or circulation from February 16th of 2026. And then in cause number 26, DCCR 0323, you're charged with the state jail felony offense of injury to a child, and that's from February 16th of 2026. And so since you have made bond and got out of jail on your cases, have you had an opportunity to try to hire a lawyer? Speak up so I can.
Up and down.
It's been up and down?
Yes.
Okay, so here's what I'm going to do, Mr. Brown, is I'm just like everyone else. I'm resetting your case about 30 days to give you some time to try to hire a lawyer. You need to try to get someone hired before the next court date. If you do, just bring the reset notice that you get today to that lawyer and they'll tell you what to do. If you're unable to hire someone before the next court date, then I'm ordering you to visit with at least 3 lawyers. They all charge different amounts, they have different payment plans. Bring me back the names of the lawyers that you've talked to so I know you're trying, and we'll discuss your options. If you don't do that, then when you come back, you run the risk of me raising your bond for not following that court order, and you would go back to jail. Do you understand? I'm sorry?
Overstand.
Say it again.
Overstand.
You overstand?
Yes.
Okay. What does that mean?
Overstand.
Do you understand what I'm saying, sir?
I'll blind.
You'll oblige?
I'll blind. Yeah.
Okay. You just determined to use different words and be difficult, aren't you?
No.
Okay. So as a condition of your bond, did you have a condition that you were not to have any contact or communication with the complaining witnesses in each of these cases, right? Okay. And so I want to make sure you understand the importance of that, and that if you do have any contact or communication with either of them, it would be a violation of that bond condition. If I find out, your bond would be raised and you would go back to jail. Do you understand that as well?
Overstand.
You overstand.
Same thing.
I'm going to guess that overstand is even better than understand. So you definitely know what I'm talking about, right? So we don't have any miscommunication today. You know exactly what I'm talking about. So I'm going to have you step in front of the clerk. You're going to sign a reset notice so you know when to be back in court, and take care of those things before the next court date. All right, step in front of the clerk.
You can see it happening in real time. A man standing in court, speaking English, but somehow saying nothing at all. Here's the problem. He thinks he's found a loophole, a trick, a set of magic words that somehow puts him above the system. Special appearance. Third-party intervener. Overstand. It sounds clever, until you actually listen to it. Because nobody points this out, this isn't confidence. It's avoidance dressed up as intelligence. On the surface, It almost feels like he's in control. He refuses to answer directly, reshapes basic questions into semantic puzzles, and tries to turn a courtroom into a word game. And for a second, you might even think, wait, is this guy onto something? But that's only half the story. What you're really watching is someone trying to escape reality by renaming it. If he doesn't understand, he overstands. If he's not the person named, then somehow, he's not responsible. It's the illusion that language can override consequence. And the judge sees straight through it. Notice the patience, the repetition, the slow dismantling of every verbal dodge. Because in a courtroom, words don't work the way people think they do. You don't get to redefine yourself out of accountability. You don't get to opt out just because you've learned a few phrases from the internet. And that's where it gets uncomfortable. Because this isn't just about one man. This is about a mindset. The belief that you can outsmart systems not by understanding them, but by refusing to engage with them properly. It's the same instinct people use in arguments, in business, even in everyday life. Deflect. Rename. Avoid. Sounds right, until it costs you something real. In this case, charges don't disappear. Deadlines don't pause. And the more he resists simple communication, the more he tightens the situation around himself. By the end, the judge isn't confused. She's not impressed. She's just done playing along. And that opening moment, where it looked like he had control, it flips completely. Because now it's obvious, he was never controlling the situation. He was just refusing to face it. So here's the question nobody wants to ask themselves. When things get serious, are you actually thinking clearly, or just finding smarter ways to avoid the truth?